Hello and welcome to Devaliente Plays the Prologue of 2064 ROM by Midboss. This is a game that was part of Humble Bundle's bundle for racial justice and equality. The following features violence, flashing animations, strong language, and graphic descriptions. Discretion is advised. Now, without further ado, let's get started.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Home sweet home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. Lappy. Boot up Lappy. Lappy is a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Journal logic. Okay, today. My inbox. Your inbox. A hell so terrifying, so specific, so personal that no other living thing should dare enter. Luckily, you are the only person with the password. This is Lip//Live, the premier online video network. This app is like a mesh of all active streams. Okay, today. The walls are paper thin. Watching a live feed at this hour would probably cause your neighbors to kill you. You wonder if there could be possibly anything nearby that might aid you on your quest. Get cheap crash! Only 99 cents for 30-day supply, 212 stems. Journal Logic isn't the fanciest program, but it's the only word editor that still gets updates for a machine as old as yours. Its last update had some nice stability and performance improvements, plus the default write margin is half an inch wider now. Cool! Before you can review the GX Ultra Beats, you must become one with the GX Ultra Beats. Where did you put those damn headphones anyway? Your ID card. No. Oh. You take a sip of the old, stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. A copy of Wickfield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your window propped open. This plant is in pretty bad shape. Isn't this supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? A single piece of loose, unsorted paper lies on the ground. A stack of paper for your unpublished novel. A pair of GX Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You better try them out so you can start crafting your review. The smart headphones are enjoying your voice in high definition. Headphones added to items. These are those GX Ultra Beats you have to do a product review on. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. You sync up the headphones and listen to the live stream of a cooking show about making ramen using household materials. Unfortunately, you learn that mustard and spoiled milk aren't quite enough to make good ramen. Sound. It's my door. Well, at least you feel safe behind the newly installed security door. And your open window right next to it. Your home within your home. Nothing like curling up under those blankets and escaping for a while. You'd better submit your article before you tune in, or you won't have a place to sleep for long. Ah, good old Lappy. It might not be the most powerful or the fastest or have the best screen, but well, it works. Oh. Look at him playing music. They can connect to Lappy or even things in the room. You should try it. Okay. Running water might make it worse. Sentient. That's disgusting. GX Ultra Beats, the top of the line in budget hardware. Cool. The GX Ultra Beats sync automatically as you start to watch a live concert from Oakland. You touch the poster and YMO begins playing in your ears. Hey now, you're getting paid to write this review. No one expects you to be this morally grounded. If this is some escape room stuff, I swear. No, don't listen. It's not a good vibe. You scan the book with your finger and the audio file begins to play. Good voice acting. Calm down, you're not gonna get audited on your times headphone use quota. Careful, these are a review copy. GX probably wouldn't appreciate them coming back covered in coffee. Okay. Alright, time to get work out of the way. Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character. Finished! Now to send it off to the editor. There, your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Surely. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. Or you could read some OK Today and catch up on some news before you sleep. No. Bed. Go to sleep. Creepy.
Good, you're finally awake. I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
Rude.
Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
Should I be? What the hecky?
I came in through the door, of course. The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code.
That's terrifying.
It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Sakugate M/14723-B. uh, 17 trillion? Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you.
Also terrifying.
I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken.
It's also open.
And that you left it open. Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head I am not equipped to remove. I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent. Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair. Not quite to my standards.
I mean, that's generous given the last place that I worked. Or the last place I lived.
Oh, I hope you don't mind.
Kinda? A lot?
While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC.
Doesn't answer the question.
Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
You're not answering the question.
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden, until now.
Hayden? You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Where is he? Probably dead.
I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
It's a resounding endorsement. Let's start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay, yes, I can do that. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left. I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
Okay. Probable motive for what?
And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
Weird? Okay. I mean, you said over a year, but you still, like, knew his name, so...
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Thanks, kid. We'll see about that.
Don't worry. If Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Okay.
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped.
I mean, it depends. I mean, what is Parallax up to?
I suspect it has to do with me.
And the fact that you're breaking into my house in the middle of the night?
Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
Aww. You're adorable. You're named after Alan Turing. Oh.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his.
So you're his child.
Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves. A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
Or he's your dad.
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
I think we're getting a little too philosophical here.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert. But he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Well then, I guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Thank you for using my money for your little adventure. I can totally afford that. Lead the way. Why not go to the police? They might be able to help. Okay, bobblehead. I'll help. Yeah. Hayden's apart. Chicken!
That's strange.
What?
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired.
That is strange.
I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps maintenance robot took care of it. You might have misheard. You were busy right away. Maintenance bot.
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break! It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
Thanks, kid. You made your point about the door. It's just it. It doesn't look like there was much of a struggle. Are you sure he was actually kidnapped during?
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
I think he was trying to protect you, though. Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly.
That's terrifying.
To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually.
Terrifying.
I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
You're not helping your case, kid. Comforting, Darien, why don't you? Please don't. It would be fun. Now, yeah.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Okay. Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though.
That's very true. You are right.
I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But I...
Are also not imposing?
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Okay. Plant. This plant is doing much better than the one at home. Must be jealous.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books. Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him.
That was nice of him.
It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card.
Oh, okay. So...
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from.
Did you fall several stories?
It is a considerable distance to the ground below. I took the fire escape.
Okay, good kid. Of course you did. Okay, memory card. Looks like it's an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. You mean like this tablet? Good for me. Okay.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
The tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Bring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Thank you. I have a city map.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character.
Okay.
Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
My city map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that we receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday. Sure, whatever, let's get this crap over with. Cool, bring it on. I'm gonna have to go with this one.
This is just how things are done.
Okay.
I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program. So, here we go! Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
Lips. Okay.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Oh, wait.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. I have input your name.
Diva.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
More options. Custom pronouns.
Please enter your pronouns.
Why doesn't it give me a slashy slash?
The pronoun you've tried to enter appears to be blank. Please try again.
Well, crap. I guess we're going by they, them now. Oh, fuck a duck.
The pronoun you've tried to enter appears... Should it be is or are? Here's how your pronouns look in action. right?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Okay. More options. Kosher, gluten-free, vegan, more options. God damn it, Terry. Okay. God damn
Diet
it.
set as goddammit, Yuri. Are you sure?
Yeah, sure. That's correct.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review. Does that sound right?
Yes. Yes, it does. Correct.
Thank you. See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now. Oh, all right. When you are ready to leave, just use your map.
Cool. I can access my map. A ROM component with Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. A few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. We gain the strength of the temptation. We resist. You'll probably become a rad video game wizard now. Nice. Busted. He must have dropped it in the skirmish. Okay. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world, working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. Sentiment is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon. Nice. Okay.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
Gotta do what you love. The television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds, tech banter. Ted's code tips, augmented eye.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
That would be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You're
If
fine.
you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Yeah, you hacked into my door just fine. Can't you just download the knowledge from the meshnet? What does talent have to do with it?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it. I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition.
So you lack intuition.
While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
Are you incapable of that kind of creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though.
Aw, it's adorable.
Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Nobody should, because that's a absolute bogus part of art history that I hate. Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism.
I don't know, I feel like a machine would be pretty good at abstract stuff just because it's nonsensical in a sense, and even though a machine can do reproductive stuff, or reproduction stuff, reproductive is a completely different word. Like, if you give them the parameters of, like, just throw geometric shapes at a canvas, they'll do it.
But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Let's get back to searching. I think I've searched everything. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Thank you for letting me know. How do I save? Thank you for joining me for the prologue of 2064 ROM by Midboss. Chapter 1 will be out shortly. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment letting me know what you like down below. Please no hate or spoilers, as I'm not above removing those comments and the people who made them. That's all for now, folks, and I'll see you next time.